Welcome to this week's pick a card reading, which is timeless 6 months from now. I'm Seqkat from Seqkat'sEnlightenment.com, and I'm glad to have you here with me. Okay, so this pick a card reading is going to be, where I'm going to cover is where you're going to land 6 months from now and your journey to it, and then what to do to maintain if you like what you're seeing, or what to do to change it if you don't like what you're seeing. And this is absolutely timeless, as I said before, so anytime you land upon it, it will be relevant to you, as I have tuned the cards to be so, and to many of you. Okay, so go ahead now and take a moment and look at the cards and see the totems that are representing those cards, and tune in and get a feeling for which totem is kind of tugging at you, which one's in alignment for you. You can take a deep belly breath to kind of align your ego back to your higher self to help you tune in more easily with your intuition. You might find that your eyes keep falling on one, and you could look away and look back and see if they fall on the same one to test it. You may have been recently seeing in your outer life totems of the wolf, the raven, or the cat, and perhaps that one is calling you. If you by chance choose one and it doesn't feel like it fits you, choose another, because sometimes our ego just does get in the way. And if you need more time than I'm affording you here to choose your totem, by all means, feel free to pause the video. Okay, I will meet you at your totem. Okay, welcome if you chose the wolf totem for this week's pick a card reading, which is timeless 6 months from now. Okay, so your theme card is going to represent where you're going to land at the end of the 6 months. And then the tarot that we go through will show the journey, and then we will clarify showing what to do to maintain it if you like what you're seeing, or what to do to change it if you dislike it. So your theme card is see the truth. So wherever you're landing, you're going to need to see the truth. Now keep in mind, I do have this tuned to many of you in your unique, different realities. So as you listen, tune in and feel what feels in alignment with you. And some of the indicators you might recognize. Oh yeah, I'm already on that path. I can see that happening. So you can use that as an indicator as well. And tune in. As you go with this reading, surrender to your higher self. Take a deep breath. Tell your higher self, help me hear you. Help me understand what is for me. I'm going to just pull a few cards on your theme card to get a little bit more clarification. Because with the see your truth, for some of you, it may be some misinformation came to you, and you need to see the truth of what the real situation is, or what really occurred. For some of you, it may be the ego is just caught up in a story, and it's missing the truth, the spirituality truth of the soul's lesson, and it's getting all bogged in. So we have to tune in and see what's happening. Yeah, because we've got a few little cards showing up here. We've got where we do need to keep faith. So you got to tune in. This is because we're evidently focused on something negative, and that's what's perpetuating something. And we see here some fighting with people and walking away. We're done. Perhaps somebody that deceived you in that might have got you engaged in this fight. It could lead, these two could lead, could be totally separate, tuned into your own reality. And that by me was making you walk away from your being done. A delay in starting a new journey. And if you're like stuck on this, staying focused on something negative in your life, and not having faith that you can have what you're positive, that could be causing you a delay in your new journey. But you're definitely being called to go for something that you really want. So you're going to have to be able to see the truth at that time. So we are going to definitely expand on this more with our next row. Okay, so our next row is going to be your journey. That's going to lead you down the 6 months. And we'll pull up the whole row, and then I'll start reading for you. Oh, okay, let's see. It's just pouring out here already. We are ready for you. And keep in mind, as we go through this, if you don't like what you're seeing, our next row is what we can do to change it. If you do like what you're seeing, your next row is going to be what you can do to maintain it. The tarot just reads energies. The energies that show all realities exist. Every possibility exists. Everything's happening at once. I know that was tough. That's a tough one to hear if you're not familiar with that one. And you can definitely change the path that you're going on and just use tarot as a guidance to show you the path that you're headed towards now, but you always have the power to choose it. Always have the power. We got an extra little card here. Okay, that's fine. There's many of you here. There are many different realities here, so that's okay. I'm never gonna put that, so we're good here. All right. So for some of you, our world is turning upside down. And this is the journey. This isn't exactly where you're landing, so don't confuse that. Our world is looking upside down with something that will be starting to occur, that is occurring. Some of you are prepared for something, and you've got universal support for whatever that is to go for that. But there is something to let go of, and that might be something to let go that's sometimes you make room for the new, so it might be something to let go of. It may be perspective that you might need to let go of. You'll have to see what that is. You have family support, so maybe whatever you're going for, like we see this new journey, it's being a little bit delayed here. Whatever that is, you're going to have family support in doing that, and you are prepared. See, you're prepared here too. That is showing that and going for it. And this again is a new journey that we're prepared for. You have done your homework. You might be a little bit timid about it because this is kind of like you're like green broken it. You've done your homework, you've gotten your information, but now it's just time to put into experience, into your actual experience, what you've been studying and going for. So the universe is definitely supporting that. So that is something that you should be going for. Some of us are resisting a spiritual calling. The core spiritual calling is always, what are you desiring? Because we're supposed to desire in you to experience those desires through your unique perspective. So some of you might be resisting some desire, so keep watch for that. If you're going through your next journey, for your journey for the next 6 months, when you get a desire, but you're going to resist it because of fear, obligations, could be obligations, egoic obligations, or egoic survival. Watch for that. You want to pay attention to that. We've got a loving mother figure here with the Queen of Cups. Also, she's the most clairvoyant, so some of you might be coming into your psychic abilities. Some of you already are psychic, but it might be telling you to heed yourself, especially following this one. Heed your spiritual calling. Listen to your intuition. Heed your spiritual calling. Go for those desires. Because if you don't go for those desires, something's not right with your world's not right, you're not enjoying the fruits of your labor. Again, family support was showing up. So this is showing up too, someone sharing with you and they're happy to do so to assist you in somehow, or maybe you're sharing with someone and you're happy to do so and you're assisting them somehow. Perhaps you're one giving the family support too. And again, there's something to let go of that is showing it as well. There's something to let go of. And going back to our theme card, it might be the situation of someone deceiving you. It might be the situation of a toxic riffraff that you got going with people. You might just need to let go of the story of it all and see the truth, because sometimes we just get so engaged in the story. Well, they did this and they did that and that hurt me. We all hurt each other. You gotta remember who they really are. We are all source. They are source, you are source. We're in our ego perspective, they're in their ego perspective. We get engaged in the story and then we forget who we really are, the divine essence of love. That's what we really are. So you might have to let go of the story, let go of the perception of their ego with your ego. And that might be something you're being called to let go of. And this card also represents Scorpio, if this is relative to any of you. And this one represents Sagittarius, if this is relative to any of you. Okay, so if there's things you see here that you like, let the cards reveal what you can do to maintain, or if there's something you dislike, let the cards reveal to you what you can do to change things. again, I will pull up the whole row and then I will start clarifying for you. I'll start reading for you. I'd like to take this moment and give a shout out to my subscribers and welcome to my new subscribers. I've got a lot of you this go. I really do appreciate it. And I want to say thank you for all your comments. I love your comments. I love to see how the reading's relative to you. For one, I'm reading in the dark here, and it's so cool to see how they really fit. So it's awesome. I really appreciate that. And also your likes and your comments also help me with the YouTube algorithm so I can keep growing and expanding and reaching and helping more. So I really do appreciate that. And if you would like a personal reading, I do offer those, and I'd be happy to do that for you. And you can find the links to those in the description box below. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm glad to have you here with me. Okay. All right, get your row. All right, so our upside down world. So 6 of Pentacles is what's coming through here to clarify that. Okay, so interesting enough, some of us have people that are sharing with us or we're sharing with them, and that's going well. So the one with the upside down world within the next 6 months with your journey, there's going to be a couple things. So tune into what it may look like or just keep a watch for. Someone offering you an opportunity to share something with you, but be careful. They might have a little bit of an ulterior motive. They're not really looking out for you. It best serves them, which might eventually cost you. Could come back to bite you. Or if you are offering somebody else, watch. They might abuse that and take you for granted and overstep their boundaries and take too much. So be careful of that. Watch for that. And this is what is turning our world upside down. So keep watch for that. So you can change that energy. When you see it come, surrender to your higher self, get that guidance. Oh, I see this offer. Is this legit? You know, or, oh, if you're getting ready to offer to somebody else, maybe you're already providing for them. You just need to learn your own boundaries and set up boundaries and be firm with your boundaries. You can remain loving, but utilize those boundaries. Okay, so we're prepared. Okay, those of you prepared for something, this is going to be after a defeat. But interesting enough, this defeat, a big one, this defeat is what prepares you for your next step. And this is where you have to see the truth. The truth of it is the soul expansion, the soul growth, the soul learning. So this could be like an egoic death in a way. The ego thinks it's going this way, it wants to do this, and it's really just making all of these steps that it thinks will keep it safe, it thinks will help its survival, it thinks it needs to out of obligation or whatever. That's going to come to an end, and that's what's going to propel you forward, which is going to lead you to a joy. And with that card falling to let go of, that's what we got to let go of, is that ego clinging to that attachment of that situation. And then when you let go, interesting enough, your world will be upright. So it's like these cards right here are packed in here together, these 3. And it's like these are like fitting for the same story, because you got your world upside down and then it ends upright. And when your world was upside down, it's like some kind of situation here with some sharing. Somebody might offer you something, they're being alternative, which could possibly lead to defeat, an ultimate defeat, or somebody abusing what you're doing for them. But that's what's going to prepare you forward. Maybe you learn those boundaries and you're like, nope, you've got to let go of the old you that did things a certain way that led to this defeat. And then once you do that, that's what brings you to your world upright. So I can kind of see that story going there. So if you see that situation arise, you know what to do. And that might be referring to the deceit here, somebody with the ulterior motive. And that could also be referring to the riffraff and fighting, you're walking away, you're done. You're letting go, you're done. Okay, so for family support here, we've got the Knave of Pentacles, and this is about starting something too. This is starting a new journey. Pentacles is, you know, your material worlds. It's going to lead to successful. It's upright. So there might be some type of new journey, or it could be a youth on the journey. So like it could be someone young, maybe they want to start college or something, and maybe they have family support, they can assist and help them, or maybe they want to do something new in their life, but they just might need some guidance. You might have some family members that can assist you and help you. So whatever, you might be just on a new journey, or you could be youth, and that's kind of going to put you on a new journey too. You got the family support with it. So keep watch for that, and that's looking good actually. So you can just maintain that. So know if you're starting that new journey, you're lost and you don't know what to do, and you feel like you don't have enough resources or support, you have family support. Okay, so this new journey that we've been preparing for, but we're a little bit timid about it. You know, we just gotta go out and experience it. You're gonna have a decision to make with this one. And you gotta really think about it. And it's gonna be the ego that's turmoiling with the decision, because you're saying, you've done your homework, you're ready. The ego is gonna be a little bit tempted to just keep studying, just keep looking at it, just keep thinking about it, just keep fantasizing, and not do it. And the universe is saying, you can do it, and you're ready. See the truth that you're ready, stop spinning your wheels, and get it going. So that's going to be the decision of the ego. So we're going to need to tune into our higher self. And that one was followed by resisting your spiritual calling. And if you resist doing this, that use your spiritual calling, moving towards your desires. Your heart desires what fires you up. Your true desires, not the ego desires. Ego's desires are about survival and avoiding as much pain as possible. Our higher self is about thriving. And yes, with that one, we're not listening to our higher self. Exactly. So just like I said, tune into your higher self when you go to make a decision, because the ego is the one making that decision. So you really need to tune in to that higher self and flip this one and flip this one. Heed your higher self and go for that spiritual calling. Go for those desires, because you are ready. So when the time comes, you're going to be ready, but your ego is going to be trying to stall you. Don't let that happen. Keep watch for that so you know what to do. Okay, so here we got, oh yeah, see, I told you, somebody's going to be coming into some spiritual gifts with the Hierophant showing up. So if you're not already there, you'll be coming into it. So you'll be working with your higher self and your guides for that. Some of you are already there, not bad, but you just need to heed something there. Heed some guidance there. Maybe you're supposed to take a bigger step and do something more with it, and that might be some of it, and that could play back to more of this journey too. Maybe you're supposed to take your spiritual gifts and utilize them and serve others, and that could definitely serve back on that. So yeah, this is something spiritual here going on. Definitely doing that. And then to clarify here, all right, so some fruit of the labor. Some of us are not enjoying fruit of the labor and we're feeling overwhelmed. That's probably because when you are heeding that spiritual call, things start flowing and things are easier. You might get some little challenges here and there, but they're still easier. The right people show up, the right resources show up, things are easier and they flow. When you're choosing the ego survival path, there's obstacle after obstacle and it's difficult and you feel like you keep getting stuck and you feel like you're hitting walls. So, and it can feel very overwhelming. So you're not enjoying the fruit of the labor, so you check that ego, you're feeling, catch yourself if you're like, I'm not enjoying the fruits of the labor. Maybe something's not working with the job and you're not enjoying the fruits of that labor. Maybe you're not getting the money and that you're supposed to be getting in. Look at and you're feeling overwhelmed with the situation. Maybe you just don't have enough help. Maybe you're like your mother raising kids and it's crazy. Look at the situation and see how you're overwhelmed. See what your ego's doing because it's playing a role there. So we gotta watch for that. Okay, so this one is a sharing, and it's a good sharing. It's beneficial sharing. Interesting enough, this is not of your vibe tribe. So either someone out of your usual vibe tribe will share something with you, or maybe you are going to share something with someone that's not in your normal vibe tribe. So maybe not your families, not your friends, not somebody you know. That's interesting, but this is a good sharing. So you might get an offer from someone new, a stranger, somebody new coming in there. And that looks beneficial. They're happy to help you and it is beneficial for you. So keep watch for that. Okay, and then we're supposed to be letting go of something. Ooh, it came up double, that's doubly affirmed. And then we've got the King of Cups. Okay. All right, what I'm getting with this one here, what we have to let go of is somebody enabling us. This is a loving father type that helps supply and give and provide for us, but this is like Usually this comes in reverse when this happens, but with the death cards coming up, I'm definitely getting this. Someone might be enabling you in a way, but by doing that, they're disempowering you. And it's time for you to step up and fulfill that role for yourself. Fulfill that resource, fulfill that action, whatever it is. It's time for you to do it, and it's time for you to let go of relying upon them to do that. That is what I'm definitely getting from that. Try and tune in to see if you can get anything different. For some of you, the loving father type martyring, you might be giving too much. Not necessarily your children, but you're just a loving father type, but you might be giving too much to someone and you're martyring. Let it go. Don't give to the point, because that's disempowering another and disabling them to come into their power, and then that's not taking care of your own needs. And you need to be providing for your own needs. You got to look out for your own joys in that which is situation. So tune in to how this one fits you. When you start seeing signs of this, tune into how it fits you, and you'll know what to do with that one. Okay, so let's wrap you up with one last little bit, a piece of advice and guidance from the Angels and Ancestor card. Yeah, take two. There we go. There we go. All right, let's see what we got. We got two. High Priest, intend and create. And they come in reverse, so we do need to pay extra special attention. And this is going to come back to those, especially this being in reverse, this is going to come back to those of you that are resisting your spiritual calling. And then see, followed by it was the Queen of Cups, and she's the most intuitive, with the High Priest here too. So I told you, some of you are coming into your spirituality, and you can intend and create whatever it is you desire. But if you're resisting that higher self, which here you are, you're resisting the higher self, resisting the call to your spiritual calling of your desires and creating your desires, creating that which you desire, this is in reverse. You're not intending and creating. You are letting the ego run you, you are letting your mind run you, and that is what leads you to not enjoying the fruits of your labor, what ultimately ended up leading you to overwhelm. So we definitely need to pay attention with this card showing up the way it is and with the way your reading is going. Definitely need to make sure that we pay attention to our spiritual calling, those nudges. When you are getting a true heartfelt desire, it'll feel creative, it'll feel like really good joy, it's passion. It's not going to have anything to do with survival and pain and attachment and fear. It will not feel like fear. You might get an idea that's creative and exciting and it's passionate, and then you might get a little twinge of fear, like, well, maybe nobody wants that, a little twinge of fear. But when you're doing something out of fear, that's different. I'm doing this because I'm scared there's not enough money. I'm doing this because I'm scared my people won't support me. I'll keep doing this thing because I'll piss somebody off. That's fear. That's doing actions out of fear. So you want to resist those fears and come into the spiritual calling and start listening to the heart. That's what's going on here. And then for some of you got the protection card in here, drop your shields. I think this is going to go back to those in your riffraff fighting. You need to choose love. You got to see the truth of the situation. Remember I told you in the beginning that you've got to remember that, yes, we've got egos engaging with the egos, but ultimately we are source and they are source. So I think that's what you got to do, is drop those shields and come back into the love in your heart and act with love. So if you're in a toxic situation with somebody, you can resolve the toxic situation by seeing with love and acting and reacting with love, responding with love instead of reacting to pain. Pain begets pain. It could be to such a degree that it's a toxic people that you just cannot get along with, and the loving thing might be, as this card's, just walk away. You're either done with the situation and you're walking away with it by loving, or you're done, you can't tolerate the people because they're just too toxic for you. They just won't meet you at your level, and you might have to walk away with them, but you're dropping the shields. Whatever you do, do it with love. Don't walk away hating and blaming and without forgiving, because that's just going to eat you up. It's time to drop your shields. The protection guardian. And you've got angels protecting you also. This is a reminder of that. You are being protected too. You've got that. And then for some of you that are scared to take that spiritual step, drop your shields of the ego fighting, I can't do this or that. Because you got angels definitely protecting you and helping you. You're safe from that. Okay, guys, it's not a bad reading. It's not a bad reading at all. Hope this helped you. Until next time, much love and much light. Okay, welcome. If you chose the Raven Totem for this week's pick a card reading, which is timeless, 6 months from now. Okay, so your theme card is where you're going to be landing, and then I'm going to do a whole row of tarot, which is going to be a journey to the 6 months, and then we're going to clarify with what you can do to maintain if you like the reading, or what to do to change what you don't like. Okay, and I will also be doing a few little extra tarot just on the theme card itself. Okay, so wash away your burden. So this is where you're landing at the 6 months, and keep in mind I have this tuned to many of you, as this is a general reading, so tune in to what is in alignment with you, what feels right for you. So, whatever your situation is, what I'm getting for some of you is wash away your burdens. We're going to have, some of us might have to deal with some emotions, maybe emotions from our past, and they're starting to come up, and we've got to deal with them. Could be the situation that arises within the 6 months. You can do that. And then also actual burdens that have developed that you may have had for a long time, and they just come into an ultimate hill that you can't deal with anymore. It is time to deal with it. Or whatever happens in the 6 months, it is time to wash away something that is not working. Washing away the burdens. All right, so let's get a few more cards just for this one. And then I'll pull your row for your journey. Okay, so yeah, wash away the burdens. Some things to let go of. One of the biggest things that we want to really definitely let go is a focus on a lack of something. Okay, so if it's in the love department, focusing on the lack of love, that's what's going to continue to perpetuate. If it's financial abundance, focusing on the lack of financial abundance, that's what's going to continue to perpetuate it. Whatever it is, it could be a focus on lack of support. Whatever it is, by focusing on it, you need to let it go, because that's what perpetuates it. You're going to need to tune in and listen to your intuition. And this is talking about you can navigate through your challenges easily. And if there is a possible move at this time, at the 6 months, it's looking good. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for your theme card. That's where you're going to land. So now we're going to do the row coming up of your journey there. And I'll pull up the whole road, and then I'll start reading for you. Oh, okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, some of you are looking good, guys. A few here. Okay. Okay, be careful for some of you who want to start an egoic journey, which is interesting looking at this because not many of you are. For those of you starting an egoic journey, it will not lead you to success. And that might be the survival. We're focusing on what we are lacking. And we're failing then, if this is the case with this card, to make an intention and a plan to create what you desire and put your focus there. And so that would be some of the burdens that you definitely want to wash away to clear that up for you. Okay, others of you are doing really superbly well. We're going to need to let go of that egoic survival, and definitely this is coming up too. And we have this too with the let go here. Definitely need to let go of this perspective that's coming up again. This also, by the way, while I'm catching it and remembering, represents Pisces, if that is by chance relative to you. Okay, and for this one, this is Scorpio, if that is relative to you. Now, for the rest of you, you are doing really good. It looks like we are having aligned personalities, and we are definitely starting a new journey in your next 6 months that is going to be successful and actually lead you to your dreams coming true, because we are going for that which is ideal for you. Awesome, yay, I love to see this, good for you. And thus you are manifesting easily your desires, and you're having a breakthrough, a spiritual breakthrough that is going to bring you to that, and it's going to land you in the Queen of Pentacles position. She's got her whole out together. She's got her business together, her family together, her children together, and she's one that can share wise counsel. A new journey for which you have definitely been preparing for. Getting there is kind of like the study part of it, and now you're ready to step into the experiential part of it, being there. So that is really cool. So this washing away the burdens is where you landed, but you got things that are leading. So it's, for what I'm getting there, honestly, definitely intuitively, is you've washed away situations and or people that impeded you, have been impeding you from your dreams. Even your own egoic tendencies to focus on the lack, to take you down an egoic survival path of the ego, which leads you to non-success. So that, for those of you that are going down the good path, that is what this wash away your burdens is. You've done it, you've washed away the burdens, and these are the results, and that's what you're seeing. For others of you that are going down a little bit negative path, that's the burdens you need to wash away, the situation going on with your ego. So this one is looking really good, guys, for the most of you. And for those of you that got a little bit turned around, you know now what to do. But we're going to clarify even more with what to do on top of that. So let's do that. Almost feel like I don't need to because this one really wrapped itself up, but we will. I promised you. So we will. Okay. Again, I'm going to pull your entire row, and then I'll start reading the cards for you. And while I'm here, I would let you know, that was quick. I'd like to give a shout out to my subscribers. Welcome, it's good to see you guys. I love you all so much, and I really do appreciate all of your likes and your comments. Oh, I love your comments. I love to see how the readings are relative to you. I'm reading in the dark, and I'm reading for so many of you. I love to see how they fit you. I really appreciate that. As well as all of that interaction helps me in the YouTube algorithm as well, so I can continue to grow and expand my channel. I really appreciate that. And welcome to my new subscribers. Speaking of growing, I am really growing lately, and I really appreciate that. Thank you, guys. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm glad to have you here with me. And if you by chance need or want a reading, you do those, I'll be happy to do that. And you can find the links to those in the description box below. Okay, so 1, 2. Let's see if we can get some more. So going down that journey of survival, yep, your harvest won't come in with this one. So if you're getting this same perspective on this survival, focusing on what you don't have, don't clear this, because your harvest will not come in. So these are definitely the burdens you need to wash away. You need to work on that ego. You need to work on the egoic fears, the societal conditioning, people in your life talking in your ear telling you you can't, you can't. Your dreams can come true. Believe in that. Believe in that. Your dreams can come true. So you are getting the energies reading for those of you on this particular path. The energies are showing you what it's going to lead to if you continue to go this way. And you have full control to flip it. And where you will land, where you have washed away your burdens versus needing to still wash away your burdens. So that's your ticket out of that. Okay, so those of you with your aligned personalities. Interesting that the Queen of Wands comes in here reversed. Working with aligned personalities is always good, but just be careful. Okay. Okay, I get this one. Okay. Told you people in your ear. For this particular one here, you're staying on your egoic path because you're with people that you're aligned with, because right now your matching vibration is matching their vibration. And that matching vibration is lack. So, what's happening is y'all are getting along, and you're getting along great, but it's leading you down a path that's not going to work for you. And they're killing your passions. They're killing your passions because you need to follow your heart's desire, because Source wants to experience certain things through your unique perspective. That's why you have desires, and that's the path that always flows. So when you're not doing that, that path doesn't flow, you don't lead to success, your harvest doesn't come in, and you suffer with lack. So you're with other people that are on the same path, they're doing the same thing, you feel aligned, you complain and quibble together, and you misery loves misery, misery loves company, I should say. But it's not your passionate desires, it's not of the heart, and these people are playing a role in impeding you. So keep watch for the people that are also doing the same thing that you're doing and perpetuating it, and it might be time to look for some new people to start hanging out with, or maybe watching on YouTube, get some inspiration. Like let's just use this example, like if you're wanting to start a new business, but you're scared to start a new business and you're doing I'm working at an old job just to make money and I hate and can't stand it. Don't keep just talking to your coworkers that you're all working there at the job that you hate. Get on YouTube and start watching people that have become successful entrepreneurs if you want to start your new business. So you're going to need to change those people, and you need to start watching them over and over and over again, because you got to undo some wiring in your neurons here and change your frequency and change your beliefs and change your vibration and bring it to what you want, so we can flip this one around and from away from your harsh desires to where you get fired up. Okay, so that's what you need to do to help you on that one. Yes, because we're going to be starting a journey here of success with the Pentacles. Success leads you to materials. But we've got the Fool card here, flipped upside down, and that's still bleeding over. I noticed it's the other way too. They're grouping up here. They definitely do group that. It's still bleeding up from here. So if you don't get this one flipped around, it's not going to be a successful journey. But this one starts off to a new path where the other people are going to start getting their dreams true. But this is still talking a little bit to this group. It's interesting, the other reading did the same thing. Okay, so now for those of you that are starting this new path that is a success, that is leading to your dreams come true. And even those of you that are stuck here, you can flip that around and make your dreams come true. Then you can start looking at the rest of this reading as well, for that matter. Yes, you've got the Knight of Pentacles here. This is telling me here you've got some type of family support that will assist you and help you on this new path that you are starting, that is going to be successful, that is leading to your dreams come true. And these are dreams of which are new for you, going for something ideal for you. That is awesome. And you are also prepared for this new path. You've been doing your homework. You've been reading and studying, and now it's time to move into the experiential part of this experience and enjoying that. And you are definitely manifesting your desires. That is working really well. But you've got to be careful with the Four of Cups here. To maintain this, watch out for some little bit of boredom here or some apathy. Keep a watch on that. Something might kick up in your life. It might start pulling you into this vibration, which can pull you out of that. So remember, I told you to clarify. This will help you maintain what you like or change what you dislike. So watch for that, because that is something that could change those energies. So they're kind of like, the cards are showing us a little fork here. So watch for that. because that also starts going into a place where we're not planning and making our intentions that we need to. And we're getting a spiritual breakthrough when we learn how to do that, following that manifestor there. So make sure you don't get apathetic or bored or laid back and start taking things for granted and forget you still got to intend and create and manifest and put your focus there. Don't forget that. You want to keep watch for that because that will mess you up. And this would be a spiritual breakthrough for you to learn this, to maintain it. Spiritual breakthrough for those who are apathetic, learning how to maintain is what you're learning how to maintain that. Okay, so we're needing to let go of this failure to intend and focus. We're definitely doing that. And then that brings us right back again to that spiritual breakthrough. It's that exact same card. So you definitely want to do that. This also represents Scorpio, I think I called that. I'm not sure. Okay, so yeah, because if we don't do that, again, that's going to bring us to that lack of success. We were talking about that earlier. We definitely do not want to do that. And to clarify that one, let's see here. Clarifying error, yeah, what we got to let go of is a vibe tribe not working. And what this is, the personalities. For some of you, you're getting along, the vibration is getting along because you're in the same place, but they're really not your vibe tribe of your higher self. And that's what you want to get to. And you need to let go of that. So if you've got a vibe tribe that's not working, that's messing you up. Also, with this one coming up, doing that one, for some of you, you might have someone that's trying to create your life for you. Maybe it's like a father figure, you know, maybe you're young and they're trying to tell you, well, you need to do this and you need to do that, and you have no desire for that, and it's not aligned with you, it doesn't fit you. They're not your vibe tribe. Let their advice go. Don't heed it. It's not going to work for you. So watch that for some of you on that one. Okay. So the spiritual breakthrough, clarification on this one. Yeah, gotta let go. Gotta let go for that spiritual breakthrough. Same thing. Exact same card here. Gotta let go for the spiritual breakthrough. Well, not exact same card, it's kind of the same thing. For that spiritual breakthrough, and let go of someone burning you. To watch for that. And that would be that someone trying to tell you and guide for you. So you want to watch for that as well. Okay. And then this lack of success is a Four of Pentacles. Yeah, this is putting that focus again. That's what's going to lead you to that lack of success. Putting that focus on that lack. Just looking at it constantly. I don't have enough, I don't have enough, I don't have enough, I don't have enough resources, people, support, money, whatever it is. Keep saying that. Keep owning that. Keep saying that story. And you're going to keep living that story, and you're going to keep existing that way. You're going to keep perpetuating that. You've got to let it go. Stop saying I don't have. Stop saying I need. Stop saying I want. Say I have. Look at what you do want and change the story. I have what I want. Even if you don't right now, write a story. Make a story out. Script it. I think you, I have, blah, blah, blah. Fill it in. Meditate on it. Feel what it feels like to have what you want. Meditation. I learned this one from Joe Dispenza. He's awesome because he teaches what you keep repeating in your mind over and over and over again. You know, it's a wiring in your brain, and it just keeps it perpetuating, and you need to rewire that brain. So when you keep staying focused on it, you keep saying it, and you keep looking at it. Meditation, he said the true meaning of meditation is to become familiar with. So you're not familiar with having the life that you want. You need to become familiar with having the life that you want. So write out the life that you want. Read it every day. I have it. Thank you. I have this. Thank you. I have that. Oh, it's wonderful. I like how this feels having this. Meditate it. Feel it. Breathe it in. Go into a little mind movie in your own mind while you're doing this, and picture it and become familiar with it. And do this every day and watch it. Next thing you know, you're going to be living it. You could really hit the 6 months where you've washed away your burdens, and then you're enjoying your dreams coming true. So yeah, definitely there on that one. Okay, so here we go now. The Queen of Earth here. She's got all of her business together. She's got her family together. She's got it all together. The burden that she washed away is someone enabling her, someone disempowering her, someone doing something for her. She let that go. It's constant letting go that we're getting this message. She let that go, and she became her own enabler. She came into her own power. So someone or some situation, could be a job you hate but it's making you money but you're miserable, or something, someone or something is enabling you. You need to let that go and come into your own power. So have a talk with your higher self. Baby steps. Baby steps. I'm hearing some of you freaking out. Baby steps. Take teeny tiny baby steps. Get your plan. The first plan. Write out what you want. Start taking baby steps. And because you're ready. And for some of you, you're getting ready. And you're going to feel balanced with all of this. You're ready for the experience of good in your life. You're ready for this. It's time. Okay, guys, so let's wrap you up now with an Angels and Ancestor card. For last little bit of advice. Not a bad reading, guys. Even those of you a little bit stuck, you know what to do now to get unstuck. Ooh. Spring. So for 6 months from now would be winter. See your seeds grow. So yeah, planting those seeds, those baby steps as I was talking about, that's going to go right back to that. And so I feel like for those of you that are in 6 months that you need to change things, that you're on the wrong path with your egoic, you're aligned with those people that are squelching your desires, they're doing the same thing, the burdens you will have washed away by 6 months. You, I think, will see your seeds sprouting come spring, and you're going to see a whole new difference. You really are. Spring of next year, you're going to definitely see it. You're going to see those seeds grow and manifest. The rest of you, I think you're going to see that growth too come spring of next year as well. And technically, right now, and this is timeless, so you have to look at when it's ready for you, whenever you're watching this video. But if you are watching this video in June of 2021 at this particular moment, it is not June 21st. So if you are watching this, it's technically still spring. So some of you might already be seeing your dreams come true. Might still be seeing some of those seeds, but this is 6 months. The seeds that you're planting now, this spring, I think you will see them growing already at the end of your 6 months, because your burdens will be washed away. Not a bad reading, guys. It's looking good. Thank you for being with me. Until next time, much love and much light. Okay, welcome. If you chose a cat totem for this week's pick a card reading, which is timeless, 6 months from now. Okay, so your theme card is going to be where you land 6 months from now. And then I will do an entire row of tarot that will show you your journey to getting there. And then I will clarify, so whatever you like on your journey to get there, you can maintain it, or what you dislike, you can change it. And keep in mind, this is a general reading, so I have this tuned to many of you and your unique relative reality, so tune in to what is fitting you. Okay, so your card here is A New Day Dawns. It is reversed, so we do need to pay special attention. So I'm going to pick up a few little tarot just to expand upon that before doing a row for our journey. For some of you, take heart. Remember, you can change anything you dislike. For some of you, might be a tough 6 months and a new day's dawn. They're trying to let you know, hang in there. There is light at the end of the tunnel for some of you. For some of you, it's just time for something new. Especially with the card I just drew, I'll pull them all up first. It's just time for something new. It's a new day for you. It's just something new and exciting for you. So for some of you, you're going to be going through that. Okay, so yeah, for those of you, might be some deceit in play for New Day Dawns. And we'll see what more of the cards show with the journey. So light at the end of the tunnel, hang in there. maybe delay in starting a new journey, and it might be something you just need to clear, and more cards will reveal. But for some of you, it's just something new to do, and you're following your heart's desires and passions. Good for you, and that day is dawning. So for you, landing on it, that is your new day. You're landing. Maybe it's the first day of that new job, or maybe it's the first date of that romance you've always been wanting. You landed on that new day of dawning. For those of you, it's a reminder a new day is dawning and has come. So have to tune in and see what is fitting you as we go along our journey here. So now your journey to your 6 months is all here. Now we'll pull up all the cards for your entire row, and then I'll start with them. Okay, room here. Okay. All right. For those of you that new day is done and there's light at the end of the tunnel, here is the Sun card. Everything is going to work out in your highest good and alignment. Even though this is reversed, it just means you don't believe it. So things might start looking dark in the journey, but keep in mind there is light at the end of the tunnel. That's what your landing card is as well. Okay, so some of you that what you might need to be working with, we're definitely being called to go within, meditate, connect. Let's connect with our higher self, angels, guides, what have you. Heed our intuition, because that's exactly what follows this. But here we're resisting it. Don't do that. Help yourself, and that's one of the ways you can change things to make it easier and quicker and better. Don't resist, because some of you got this going on here with some deceit coming in here some way, and a delay in the start of a new journey, one of your passionate desires. So we want to turn this around. We want to heed that calling and definitely go within and meditate. Start working with your guides now. You can turn this completely around. The tarot reads the energies of now. It does not mean it's set in stone. This is exactly what's going to happen. Every reality exists. So you have every power to choose the reality you wish to experience. And it all is by perspective. Quantum physics. How you look at things is how you experience things. It's amazing. This one also represents Pisces, and this is definitely going to be about heeding your intuition. Now, following those passionate desires and enjoying them, we have some family support here to do that. And that is going to lead you to experiencing being at your best, being in your power with your family, your business, whatever, and you're really reaping the rewards and enjoying it. Your new day has dawned. That's what that's going to be about. And that's awesome. Again, that's followed by the Sun card. Everything's going to work out good. Some of you along the way may feel some failures or experience some type of failure. Okay, this is the King of Earth and this is the Queen of Earth. And we have deceit here. Okay, so for some of you, not all of you, this represents a couplehood to me. So this tells me when they're coming in not aligned up together, there may be a breakup of some type. Could be a breakup of parents, could be a couplehood that you're engaged in, or it's a couplehood of someone that you're close to. There could possibly be a breakup situation here, and that might be for some of you where this deceit came in to play. That could be where this coming in. That is going to lead to a spiritual breakthrough, and everything, remember, keep in mind, is working out in the highest good and alignment. This breakup, especially if you're the one involved in it, even if it is your parents, might be exactly what is the light at the end of the tunnel, because it's not working out as they are together. So if something is grading together and it's not working, the best thing is to stop it. And that is the light. That is just better. That's a better situation. So for some of you, that's what's going on. Some of you are in aligned personalities. That is working good. It'll be interesting to see how we clarify, and we'll definitely expand on this to see what more about this. And again, spiritual breakthrough is where we're going. We're heading with all of this. All right, so let's go ahead now and pull you up some tarot to clarify, to show you how to maintain where you're going with this, or change what you dislike. So let's do that now. And again, I will pull up the whole row for you and then start reading. And I would like to take this opportunity and give a shout out to my subscribers. I love you, thank you, and my new subscribers. Wow, I got a lot of you this time. Thank you so much. I appreciate you joining me. And I want to say I thank you so much for your comments. I love your comments. I really enjoy seeing how the readings are relative to you. Because like I say, I'm reading in the dark over here, so it's really cool to see that. I really appreciate that. And I appreciate your likes. And I appreciate all of this activity that you're helping me with the YouTube algorithm to grow and expand my channel to reach and help more. So I really appreciate that. Thank you. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm glad to have you here with me. And if you by chance need or want a reading, I'll be more than happy to do that for you, and you will find the links in the description box below. Okay. Okay, a few more. That's okay. All right. Yeah, we need to go in and meditate and stop resisting that, because we're cutting off our heart from our own passions. And see, here we have the Queen of Fire. She's in her passions and she's enjoying it. She's enjoying her successes. She knows what to do. If you don't go and meditate, and that's going to be the new day that's dawned for some of you, and enjoyed it. But if you don't go in and meditate, that's what's going to cut this off and squelch it, and it's going to lead to the darker tunnel where you need that light at the end of the tunnel. So that's how to change that for those of you resisting this. Do not resist this going within and meditating and connecting with you guys. That would be very helpful and beneficial for you. Now, we need to heed our intuitions. Interesting enough, this is coming up with the King of Pentacles here, or the Earth King, the same thing. Some of you might be starting getting an intuitive feeling about this guy right here. Heed that. So for some of you on that storyline of this possible breakup between these two, whether it's your parents or someone you're close to, or yourself in that relationship, you're getting some intuition about this, heed that advice. Listen to it. Now for some of you, it just could be heed your intuition, and this is what's going to lead you to some success. Getting your materials things in a row is getting things together, the dreams, bringing those dreams out. So that's going to lead you to success. So for some of that, that's what that is for. The family support here, you got family support of some type, and this family support will help you on a new journey that you have been working on. And of the passion and the desires, again, you've been preparing for this, you've been studying for it. It's time now to step into the experientiality of it. So you've got some family support to help you and assist you to do that. And following that was the Queen of Pentacles here. So you could be a loving, caring mother. That could be one of those family members that can assist you with that. So we'll have to see how that is. Queen, okay, so with the Queen here, we've also got the Knave of Pentacles. Yes, so here we've got the mother, and she could be helping someone young. So maybe you might be this youth with a mother helping you on your journey. This is also doing a journey. The universe is telling you, go down this path. You are loved and supported, and you have got the parental support from the mother But you definitely love and support to do that. So if you are the youth, that is possibly what is going on. You may be the mother that will be guiding your youth to do this. Or you could be this Queen of Pentacles here, sitting here, embarking that new journey, and the universe is telling you it's definitely going to be successful because it's upright, go for it, you've got the love and support, and this is what is going to bring about you landing in this powerful position yourself. So tune in to see how that fits you. And again, we're followed by this Sun card. It's in reverse, and I know it's in reverse for some of you because you believe there's no light at the end tunnel. There is. King of Swords. Make a plan. What do you want? Put your focus on what you want and what you want to see yourself experiencing. Make a plan. Use some intention. Put the law of attraction into action. You have what you want, not I want what I want. Not complaining about what you don't have. Set it on what you do have. And put some focus on that and meditate and experience it in that meditation. Yeah, okay, so the letting go of the father figure here. So, yep, for those of you with this breakup, going back to that story, you're just going to have to let that go. This is not working out for some reason. That's for some of you. And for some others of you, there might be a type of, this king has fallen off his throne. Something that he did that you're going to have to let go of, or maybe an egoic desire I'm getting for some of you, that you may be wanting to do something for the ego and it's going to make you fall off your throne. You need to let that idea go. Don't want to do that. Do not want to do that. That can mess you up. So that's how you change that if you don't want that to work out that way. This also represents Scorpio if that is relative to any of you. Okay, so some aligned personalities. We've got some aligned personalities, and I told you I did really want to expand on that. And that is to assist you for going for that which is ideal for you. So find your vibe tribe, or you will be finding your vibe tribe. New people coming in. So let's say you're into a hobby, like you just want to play the violin. You're going to be getting in with some people that can assist you and help you. Maybe you'll be getting lessons. Maybe you'll find people that can do this. And maybe you've been struggling to find this. It's coming into play now. It could be a spiritual group. It could be anything that you're into. You're going to be finding that which is ideal for you to be going for. You're going to have some help here, a line tribe to help you and assist you there. And we're coming into the spiritual breakthrough. Okay, so this is following with a stalemate of some type here. This week, going back to this card of someone deceiving in one. It could be going back to this breakup here. This could actually mean like a divorce, and the divorce has gone into a stalemate. Don't worry, the sun is shining, a new day dawns, the light is at the end of the tunnel. There's a bigger picture here, a spiritual picture, because it's going to lead you into a spiritual breakthrough. So don't be freaking out on that if you were at all in that position. It is leading to something better. What you must remember too, if you're in a stalemate, do not fall for the belief that that person is able to impede you and lock you up like that. They cannot lock you up because you are source and you always have your freedom. Always. The ego forgets all of that and it gets into the story and it believes the story. Breathe. Feel that source, that aura that surrounds you. It's what animates your form. It's what animates your body. Your body is not who you are. Your soul is who you are. You are your higher self, the source perspective, and it has full freedom at all times. Choose it. Focus on what you want. Make that choice. I have what I want. And then you're not in a stalemate. Keep your focus on having what you want, no matter what they say, think, or do. Even if your outer world looks like you're impeded, it won't stay that way when you make that choice and claim it for yourself. I have what I want. I have my freedom. And you maintain it. Write it down. Script it. Meditate on it. Picture it. Feel it. All realities exist. The one where you're stalemated and the one where you aren't. Keep focusing on where you're not, and boom, your vibration is going to put you in the frequency, and the channel will be changed. You'll be off the channel where you're impeded and on the channel where you're free. Take me on that one. Okay, and then we have the Ace of Pentacles that's also coming through, and you will be successful materially. Just be who you are. All of that one is coming back. Clarifying this one. So this could go back to, for those of you with the passionate desires, successful journey. You're starting a new journey. I'm seeing a lot of journey. Will be successful. Just be who you are. Maintain going that which is ideal for you, because that is who you are. When you listen to your heart and you listen to your desires, that is who you are. So So that is looking good. So not too bad already. Some of you are going to have a little sticky situation with some family. It looks like romance, perhaps partnership of some type, but it's not too bad. And you know what you can do now to change things. Put your focus on it. So we're going to wrap you up now with an Angels and Ancestor Oracle for one last little piece of advice. Okay, I'm gonna count it. They dropped, guys. Couldn't even shuffle. Air Guardian. Shift your perception. Yes, what did I say? Especially with that impediment of that stalemate, it's all perception, what you perceive. Quantum physics, the way you look at things is what you experience in reality. So look at things the way you want to see them, and then you will experience them in your outer reality the way you want to see them. Definitely shift your perception. So that's definitely going back on that. Keep your focus on what fires you up and gives you joy, and that is what you will definitely be experiencing. And that light is shining and coming out and shining bright for you. Be who you are. Go for that which is ideal for you. So even those you struggling in the deceit or the breakup, still these are your choices. Those of you that are on this path already of doing your new adventures, starting your new journeys, being who you are, going for that which is ideal for you, just keep that perspective that you can maintain that and don't let anything pull you off of that, because your day is dawning. Now we've got autumn here, release the old and rest. Okay, so this is a 6-month one. This is coming up the end here. So you might, if that breakup, for those of you on that one, hasn't happened, you might start seeing some stuff by autumn, or it may have happened by autumn, and they're telling you here to release the old, because it's in reverse. We definitely want to pay attention to that. We need to release the old and rest. So take care of you, nurture you, get some comfort, get that people that can assist you, get that family support, definitely get that. Definitely go within and meditate, connect with your higher self, get some spiritual support. That is really helpful, guys. Gosh, I can't tell you how many times. Get that. Rest. Trust a new day is dawning. Trust everything is working out in your highest good and alignment. So it's a good reading for some of you. Some of you got a little bit of toughness to go through. For that breakup, I am getting some egos are like, no, I don't want this to happen. I want to cling on and hold on to it. It's an egoic thing. It's not working. It needs to be let go of. They're telling you to let it go. It can be easier if you take care of yourself. When it comes to relationships, guys, you gotta choose you. You gotta love you and do what's right for you and them. If you two are not working out, it doesn't work out. It's causing pain for you both. And looking at this, followed by a person as you get aligned with, go for that which is ideal for you. If this person wasn't ideal for you, you need to go for those that are in alignment with you and that are ideal for you. And that's what's going to lead you to your success. And if it's your parents, I know it might be difficult, and you need to look at that and see this, or someone that's close to you. Parents are going to be a little more difficult because that, whether or not you're young or an adult, it doesn't matter. It's hard to see that. It's like, whoa, my family just broke up. What the heck? You've got to understand that they got to do what's ideal for them and what's best for them, and don't keep them tethered to something that's not working. Okay, guys? So I know that one's a little bit painful, and I'm really sorry for that, guys. But you can make it less painful as you go through it. Keep your focus on the highest good in alignment. It is a spiritual breakthrough. It's bigger than the stories. We are here as humans just dancing through stories, and it's bigger. It's about spiritual growth. It's about spiritual expansion. It's about being who you are. And sometimes people will tether us to stop us and impede us from being who we are. And they're shutting us down. They're not letting us shine our light as bright as we can. and we need to. Okay, guys, so hang in there. Love from Lily, too. You got my love and empathy for those of you that are facing it, but it can be easier. Get that spiritual help. Don't resist going in and connecting with your higher self, your guides, and your angels. They're there for your support. Power animals, stellar guides, ascended masters. Some of you use the fairy. I use all of these. Whomever your support is, definitely connect with them, your spirit team. Stop stealing the totems. Until next time, guys, much love and much light.